Mary, you've been talking about the importance of the Bible for our school today. But seriously, this book is 2,000 years old. How can it be expected to help us today?
Well, as I mentioned last time, Michael, the Bible will not give you immediate answers. It's not a list of rules. You just look up what to do in every situation. But the stories in the Bible will show you real people grappling with the issues of their time and their culture, and struggling to live out the values of Jesus in a culture that thought he was either crazy, deluded, or a rebel wanting to overthrow the government. I noticed, Michael, on August the 6th, that the school flew a Japanese flag at half-mast to remember all those who died when the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. I thought, what a risky thing to do. What a courageous statement was being made about Christian values, mercy, compassion, forgiveness. No doubt the principal received a few phone calls complaining about this. You see, in so many ways, a Catholic school can be countercultural if it keeps its vision focused on the gospel, even as it negotiates within a secular society.
Yes, but we can't forget that we operate within a system that provides financial support to us. Surely we can't afford to be too outrageous.
Outrageous, no. Different, yes. By the way, I noticed one of your school students was at Monday's rally supporting asylum seekers. Her school uniform stood out on the news that night. Now, I did wonder, how did the school respond to this? Was she punished? Was she ignored? How did the staff handle this situation? What does your school's vision statement say that could offer guidance in this instance? Will government funding be cut because of one student? Michael, Jesus challenged his followers to be salt for the earth. I don't entirely know for sure what he meant. But when I think of salt, I think of how such tiny grains can make such a difference to the taste of cooking. I also remember how much salt stings on a wound or a cut. In other words, you notice it. So our schools should be noticeable. They should add a particular flavour to society, and sometimes they should be irritants, challenging the surrounding culture. We want our students to not just think of themselves, but to think of others, and to ponder, think about how they could make a difference. We'd like our students to be able to reflect critically on society, able to make value judgments and be free to make their own choices and not just follow the crowd. Forming such critically thinking students isn't easy. They will notice injustices even within the school, and they'll speak up. At times, they'll be irritating, like salt. So a Catholic school needs to be visibly Catholic in more ways than simply a school motto or having religious symbols in the classroom. Gospel values will be visible in the teachers and the students. Values like generosity, thinking of others, readiness to forgive, fairness, concern for those who are different. You might say even an awareness of awe and wonder, courage, integrity, reverence for life in all its diversity. I could keep on listing things. So something I think a board ought to consider is how are gospel values reflected in your school's mission statement? Or here's another question to consider. Supposing a parent came along wanting to enrol her child in your school, but her child has special needs. Her child has spina bifida. Now, she has managed in a small class in a local primary school, a Catholic school, and now she wants to continue her Catholic secondary education with her friends who are coming to this school. What are some of the issues you would need to think about to respond to the parent in this situation? Is there any gospel passage that might come to mind? These are questions a board might have to face.
Mary, thank you for your valuable input today. It gives us much to think about, and we invite everyone to consider the questions that Mary has raised with us. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.